Now, electorates in Zebilla have been opening up to JoyNews on issues that will influence their votes on December 7. They spoke to Deputy Head of our political desk, Winston Amwa, on roads, jobs and youth empowerment as they look forward to engaging their parliamentary candidates at the Joy Ballot Box program at Bawku tomorrow, October 23rd.
Is day 2 of voting, and voting is underway here at Zebilla, one of the 3 constituencies where tomorrow from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. we'll be bringing you ballot box. And as you can see right behind me, some of the electors are casting their votes. They're telling us issues that will be influencing the choices they make on December 7, 2020, and also some of the expectations they have concerning even the debate tomorrow. And we're privileged to have one of those persons who's cast his vote. Join us, please come closer. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. What's your name?
Good morning. I'm called Mr. Kanaba from the Zebilla constituency.
Mr. Kanaba, tell me, what are some of the issues that will be influencing the choices you make on December 7?
The influences that will influence me to make a choice of the candidates for Bawku here to come on their promises that they are actually going to assure us that when they come, they are going to do this or that, especially concerning infrastructure and development for the district, and then job for the youth that can able to enable them to be able to be stable and then stay away from maybe crimes such as robbery and the rest. I think they are the issues that when they are actually to assure us, that will influence me to be able to vote for any of the candidates in Bawku here.
Talking about infrastructure, what kind of infrastructure are we talking about?
Wow, actually, if I look at Bawku here, roads infrastructure is very, very poor to the grassroots. Actually, where I'm a teacher, teaches at Agatusi Primary School, the culverts has collapsed since 2018 I was posted there. I've made an appeal to the district executive currently and the MP, and they told me the engineer was there to actually ensure the work commence soon, which I still passes there. It is still not, there is no any constructor on site, so it's worrisome. So this way, it makes me unconvinced how to actually cast my vote. But as I now, I haven't had anybody, I am saying that this is the right person who actually I'll be voting for. But if actually this come to influence me truly that they are going to actually come on to develop the roads, that will help us to be able to move to the rural areas to deliver lessons to our children, that will impact knowledge, and they also become like them one day. Actually, I think they will influence me to actually cast my vote for any of them.
Well, thank you very much. So he's undecided. But just before you go, so I'm sure tomorrow you will be there. What are your expectations? What would you want to hear from your parliamentary candidates? Honorable Cletus Avoka will be there. Frank Adongo would also be there.
What I'll be expecting from them is when they come into power, what they are actually going to do to empower the youth to be able to gain fully employed, so that at least the robbery can be able to cease. Breaking into people's houses, that cannot even to let people to have peace in mind to sleep in the night. And then actually, our hospital road is, since I started voting in 92, it has not even been able to gravel. But it's just recently that the current MP has made them to gravel, and they say it's under contract. We are expecting its completion. And then the mortuary that was promised, we expect that they should be able to fulfill their promises. And if these things are able to do, that will be able to influence, be able to deliver my vote to any of them.
Well, thank you very much. So there you heard from him talking about issues that will be influencing the choices that he will be making. He's talked about infrastructure, particularly their road infrastructure. He also wants to hear from the parliamentary candidates on how they intend to create jobs for the people. Let me just go to some more of the voters and find out from them issues that will be influencing the choices that they may come December 7. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. And what's your name?
Thank you. I'm Bismarck Bugbila Isifu.
So, Bismarck, tell us, what are some of the issues that would influence the choices you make on December 7? Okay,
thank you. A lot of factors will influence my choice that I will make come December 7th. I'm a native of Tetako, a suburb of the Zebilla constituency. And God willing, this is going to be my 3rd time I'm going to cast my vote. And then I will look at issues that affect 3 things. That is with regard to the national level, my constituency-wise, as well as my community. All right, so starting from my community level, I will look at the efforts made to continue the abandoned project, like a 6-unit classroom block that has been abandoned for a number of years now. I will make a choice based on what are the efforts made to complete this project. And then also I will look at the road network in my community, the state of it, how, then I will make my choice based on that. Apart from that, I will also look at the lives of the people around me, whether it has changed or whether it hasn't changed. For example, whether a student is able to go to school, be it the secondary school and be it the tertiary, and whether the student coming out, how has their businesses moved on and how have their businesses collapsed. I also look at the government, what they have done in the constituency together with my MP. We look at what they have been able to do, apart from the projects coming from the national, what my MP has been able to do, and what the government too has been able to do to this place. What change have we seen in the constituency here? And national-wide, I will look at the policies the current government has brought on board, how it's transforming the life of the people nationwide, and as compared to the previous government. I think these are the issues I'll be looking at too. And I know that there are, we've had a lot of deals that have gone wrong, and then we expect to see the government do something about them, at least these people, and then we've seen some people committing crime and going free. We want to see what has been done about them.
So let's get to the program itself tomorrow. You've talked about you going to be influenced by your community, constituency, and national issues. How about your expectation on the day? So we're expecting the 2 parliamentary candidates from your constituency, that's Cletus Avoka and Frank Adongo. What are your expectations?
Okay, actually there are 4 parliamentary aspirants in my constituency. There are 4 of them, and all of them we expect to hear something from them. All right, the 2 of them you've just mentioned, they have tested the power today. We know their competencies, we know their capabilities, and so tomorrow give us an opportunity for them to tell us what they have done and what they want to do given the nod. And then tomorrow I really expect a tough debate, because look, this constituency, we are challenged, we are entangled in a web where we have to make a hard decision this time around. We have someone who has been there for a number of years, and we want to see how that person can come to quantify the number of years you have been in office, and then you still want to go. And we also have someone who has gone for 4 years, and then we, in one way or the other, feel that he is not living up to expectation. But we want to see tomorrow, give an opportunity for each of them to tell us what they have done and then what they will do. Someone will be talking about giving me another 4 years to add to my second term. Someone will be talking about giving me 4 years to add to make my 5th term. So if they're able to compare, okay, if they're able to compare what they did in their first terms, because I'll be looking at that first. I won't be looking at the fact that what has happened. But when you took for your first term, what you did and what this current MP has taken in his 4 years, what he has done,